Hello, my lovely friends. Happy Wednesday. Welcome back to Happy Breath Creations. My name's Jessie, and this is my channel where we do all things art, yoga, and meditation. Today, I have a lovely little yoga class ready for us. We got a comment a couple of weeks ago requesting some specific yin poses. I changed up the class a little bit from the original request, only because I like to try to keep it down to 10 or less poses, especially for YouTube, just because the longer videos don't typically do so well. And then also I changed up the order of some of these poses, just because if you if you go into one pose that stretches, let's say, shoulders, and then you go into another pose that continues to stretch your shoulders, you risk overstretching your shoulders. And so I wanted to make sure that this class was safe for everybody, and also not, doesn't go super over our allotted time. So, not that there's an allotted time, but you know how YouTube works, you get it. But anyway, we are going to begin seated. So go ahead and start to make your way there. You can close the eyes or soften the gaze, maybe finding a little bit of movement here, just to start to tune into the body. Notice what needs a little bit of stretching, a little bit of work. Start to notice the breath. Feel your belly rise with each inhale and fall with each exhale. Feel the temperature of the air against your skin. And feel everywhere where the earth is supporting you. And let's start with a few cleansing breaths. Take a big breath in through the nose. And a big open mouth exhale. Let something go that's no longer serving you. Take another big breath in through the nose. And just one more big breath out. Sigh it out. And now let's do a little bit of square breathing. So we're going to inhale for a count of 4, hold for a count of 4, exhale for a count of 4, and then hold for another count of 4. I'll count us off for the first couple of rounds, and then I'll let you go at your own pace for a few more rounds. So begin to inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, exhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, exhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, inhale. Keep going at your own pace here. You can change that rhythm as much as you need to, slow it down, speed it up, whatever you need. And finish this round of square breathing that you're on and allow your breath to return to normal. In Yin Yoga, we hold these poses for about 3 to 5 minutes. In that time, you may find that your body starts to feel a little tingly, a little achy, maybe even a little numb. That's okay. We're cutting off circulation in different parts of our bodies, so those kinds of sensations are to be expected. But if anything ever hurts, please be sure to back out. Nothing in this class should ever cause any kind of pain. And while we're here, try to hold the poses as long and as still as you can. The real magic of Yin happens in the stillness. So try to hold still and listen to your body. And those are the only two things you've got to worry about for the rest of class. So we're going to begin class today in child's pose. Go ahead and start to make your way there. So you'll start by coming to your hands and knees. Take your knees out wide to the edges of your mat. Bring your big toes together to touch. Start to sink your hips down and back onto your heels. Walk your hands forward. Rest your forehead all the way down. And then option to stay here, or if you want to find a little lateral stretch here, you can start to walk your hands over to the right side of your mat. You can stack that left hand on top of the right hand. And find stillness here. Find the lengthening along the left side body. And try to relax. Just another breath or two here. Whenever you're ready, slowly start to walk your hands back through center, and then we'll just make our way straight over to the other side. So stacking or walking the hands over to the left side of your mat and then stacking the right hand just on top of the left, feeling that lengthening along the right side body and settling in. Just another breath or two here. And slowly, whenever you're ready, start to walk your hands back through center. And then coming all the way up into a tabletop position, moving nice and gently, nice and slowly. Let the blood start to flow back into your feet. And then maybe tucking the toes under, maybe coming back onto the heels, maybe finding a downward facing dog, or just anything really that allows your ankles and your toes to stretch back in the opposite direction. Maybe just simply stepping the foot back and doing it yourself. You're doing it yourself no matter where you are. And then coming into a seated position, we're going to set up for deer pose next. So deer pose or pinwheel, you might have heard it different ways, but our legs will make this sort of pinwheel shape. So bringing your right shin in front of you, and then your left shin over to the left side of you. And sometimes we like to maybe pop that right hip up. Try to keep that right hip grounded down. And the left hip. Maybe it's it's the left hip that tries to pop up. Sorry. Try to keep that left hip grounded down. Sometimes you've got to feel it in your own body to realize. And maybe closing the eyes. You've got a few options here. So you can close the eyes, you can hunch over, maybe folding forward. You can find a little eagle arm. You can find a twist over to the right. Or you can just sit up. Feel that internal rotation on that left leg and the left hip. The external rotation of the right hip. Allow yourself to settle in and find stillness. Just another breath or two here. And slowly, whenever you're ready, maybe place the hands behind you, start to unwind the legs, bring everything back to center, and maybe swaying the knees side to side. Maybe simply finding stillness, maybe a little forward fold feels nice. Whatever your body's craving in this moment, just listen to it. And then eventually, whenever you're ready, start to make your way to the other side. This time, bringing the left shin in front, bringing that right shin out to the side. Popping that right hip down if it's trying to pop up. And then settling into stillness here. Just another breath or two on this side. And slowly, whenever you're ready, maybe place the hands behind you, start to unwind. Maybe taking your feet out wide, just letting your knees knock in toward each other, maybe finding some movement here, whatever feels good. Maybe a little forward fold. And once you found enough movement, we'll meet on on all fours again for melting heart. So coming back onto your hands and knees, keep your hips stacked just over your knees and just start to walk your hands forward, bringing your chest down toward your mat, bringing your chin down toward your mat, lowering all the way down. Feel the opening in the chest and the shoulders. Take your time to settle in, and then do your best to find stillness here. We won't hold this one for too terribly long. It can be pretty intense, especially if you're new to this practice. If this is your first time, or if you are new, just try your best to settle in. Maybe focusing on the breath. Remember, if anything ever hurts, back out. Listen to your body. That's the most important part of this entire practice. We're just here for a few more breaths. Just another breath or two here. And slowly, whenever you're ready, start to activate through the hands, lift the chest up, start to walk the hands back. Nice, slow, gentle movements here. Maybe coming back onto the heels again and rolling out the shoulders. Finding some movement, whatever feels good. And then eventually coming all the way down to your belly whenever you're ready. We're going to set up for half frog next. So cactusing out the arms next to you, bring your right cheek down to your mat, and then just start to bring your left knee up toward your left elbow. 90-degree angle in the elbow and the shoulder and the hip and the knee and the ankle. So 90 degrees everywhere. And just start to settle in, close the eyes, soften the gaze, focus on the breath. And then find stillness. Just another breath or two on this side. And slowly, whenever you're ready, start to take that left leg all the way back. You can kick the soles of your feet up toward the ceiling, find a little bit of movement here. Or maybe finding stillness, whatever you need. And then whenever you're ready, we'll start to make our way to the other side. This time bringing that left cheek down to your mat. And bring your right knee up toward your right elbow. For half frog on this side, and allow yourself to settle in. Just another breath or two on this side. Whenever you're ready, slowly start to take that right leg all the way back. Press yourself up, or just kick the soles of your feet up toward the ceiling, taking any movement that feels nice. And eventually coming into a seated position. Take your legs out long in front of you. We're setting up for caterpillar next. Inhale, lift your arms up. Exhale, fold forward, reaching toward your toes. It's okay if you don't quite reach your toes. Just let your arms fall down by your sides. Let your head hang heavy, round through the spine. Allow yourself to settle in here. Just another breath or two here. And slowly, whenever you're ready, start to rise up. You can always pause this video if you need to, if you want to hold the poses a little bit longer. But just start to find a little bit of movement, whatever feels nice. Maybe placing your hands behind your hips, letting your knees sway side to side. And once you found enough movement, we'll meet back on our bellies for Sphinx pose. Take your time getting there. But once you're on your belly, bring the tops of your toes to your mat. Let your heels fall away from each other. Bring your forearms to your mat. Try to stack your shoulders just over your elbows. And then start to sink into the shoulders. Let your head hang nice and heavy. And settle in. Just another breath or two here. And slowly, whenever you're ready, start to walk your elbows out wide, stack your hands on top of each other, rest your forehead all the way down. Maybe just finding stillness here for a breath or two. And then maybe starting to kick the soles of the feet up toward the ceiling, swaying the feet side to side or back and forth. And once you've found enough movement, we'll meet seated. Actually, yogi's choice on this next one. If you want to do seated, you can. If you want to do this lying down, you can. So, we're meeting in butterfly. So just start by bringing the soles of your feet together. Let your knees splay out wide like an open book. If you want to do this seated, you can start to round your spine. Let your head hang heavy. Bring your chin to your chest. Or if you want to do this lying down, feet are still in the same position. You're just on your back. Place your hands wherever feels good, wherever feels comfortable. And just start to settle in here. Just another breath or two here. And whenever you're ready, slowly start to bring your knees back to center. You can use your hands to physically pick your knees up and bring them back to center if you need. If you're seated, maybe placing your hands behind your hips and swaying the knees side to side, or taking the soles of your feet out wide, letting your knees knock in toward each other. You can also do this if you're lying down. And then slowly make your way to your back. If you're not already there, take a big good morning stretch when you get there. And set up for banana pose. Just start to walk your hands and your feet over to the right side of your mat. You can cross your ankles. You can grab opposite wrists. Do whatever you need to do to kind of hold yourself in place here. Feel that lengthening along the left side body. And then do your best to find stillness here. Just another breath or two on this side. Remember, you can pause these videos if you need to. Hold the poses a little bit longer. But when you're ready, start to walk your hands back through center all the way to the other side. Start to walk your feet back through center and all the way to the other side. Feeling that lengthening this time along the right side body and settling in here. Just another breath or two on this side. And slowly, whenever you're ready, start to walk everything back to center. Take any movement that feels nice. Maybe bending the knees, Maybe taking a nice gentle twist to either side. And then eventually finding your way into your Savasana. Release everything down to your mat. Take up as much or as little space here as you would like. Try to resist any urge to wiggle or fidget or move. Try your best to simply find stillness here. If you'd like to stay here in your Shavasana, I invite you to do so as long as you would like. Pause the video. Stay here as long as you need. Thank you so much for being here today and for allowing me to guide you through this special practice. Thank you to our commenter whose name I did not write down. I'm so sorry, it was Nick or something Nick. But anyway, thank you for your comment and thank you for inspiring this class. The light in me sees, honors, and loves the light in each and every single one of you. Thank you for being here. Namaste, my friends. I'll see you guys back here on our mats Monday morning, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. Until then, go find your happy breaths. Go enjoy nature. The weather's been beautiful, at least where I live in Tennessee. It's been nice out, so I'm going to go enjoy that right now. Bye, guys.